and welcome to my channel. I am Erin Witherspoon and I'm really glad that you found me. I love to help people develop their journaling habits and use creativity to do so in order to help them heal. I have done it with my own journaling practice and found it very healing. You are watching video number 4 in my series called Hand Lettering Basics of the Numbers. Today we're tackling the numbers 7 and 8 in this video, but before we get started, let's see what you're going to need in order to follow along with me and learn how to hand letter the numbers. You can use items that you have on hand, as you see in the picture here in front of you. You don't need any special tools to achieve this hand lettered look. You'll just need a marker or a pen, a pencil, an eraser, and some paper. Now, if you're going to use blank white printer paper, that works just fine, but you'll need a ruler in that case, or a straight edge of some sort to draw the guidelines onto your page, as you'll see once the tutorial gets going. Or you can skip that step altogether and go to my website and download the hand lettering practice sheet that you see here on the screen for free. I'd also like to give you just a brief warning that if you do choose to use a Sharpie like you see me using in these videos, please make sure that you use a really heavy paper to prevent the ink from bleeding through. It will bleed through onto the surface that you're working on. I use a 96-pound artist paper, but if you don't have anything that thick, you can always practice on a regular sheet of plain old white printer paper and just stack some scrap papers up underneath that paper to catch the bleed through and protect the surface that you're working on. All right, let's dive in. So the unique look of hand lettering is achieved by thickening the downstrokes on each character that you print. So in the case of the 7, this stroke would be considered a non-existent release stroke, and then this one is the downstroke here, and you're going to want to thicken that. So the upstrokes are thinner, the downstrokes are thickened. Now this is just an idea of what it'll look like when you thicken that up. So the downstroke is a little bit thicker. So let's just grab a Sharpie here and dive right in, and I'll show you what that's going to look like. So the top part of the 7 is normal, and then the downstroke you're going to thicken, just like that. And just for fun, I'm going to add a little top tail. It's one of the great things about hand lettering is you can play around with the characters and see which ones, you know how you like to best letter the numbers or the characters. Your preferences are going to be a little bit different than the next person's as well. So there's more than one way to draw each number. I'm going to show you a different way to draw the number 7. Let's start here with pencil again. So that stroke is just normal. The downstroke, we will thicken it. And that is here. Yeah, there's downstroke. There's also another downstroke on the little taily madoodles right there. I'm sure there's technical words for all these parts of the number 7, but I don't know them. So let's thicken up this downstroke here. When we go back in with the marker, it'll make more sense. And then we're going to thicken up just a little tail there on the little taily madoodle. So with a marker, I'm going to look more like this. I'm going to thicken up that big, nice, long downstroke. And on the tail, thicken up the little downstroke there. And of course, just like with any other skill that you're learning, you're going to want to practice it lots and lots. Play around with it and see what you like best. Okay, let's grab the pencil again and we'll move on to the number 8. I'm going to draw this first the way that I used to draw my 8s in school decades ago. So there's the downstroke, and in a circle that would be the upstroke, and because it's 2 circles, it's just the same thing repeated. And I'm going to show you what it'll look like when you thicken up those lines with the marker. Just like that. Let's go in with a Sharpie and have a look at it. No surprises here. just like I showed you with the pencil, you're going to thicken up that downstroke, which happens to be on the left side of the 8. And just like with all the other numbers, I'm going to encourage you to practice that lots and lots and play with it. Try it with a bigger top half of the 8. Try it with a smaller top half. You can try it with some ovals instead of circles and make it kind of a shorter, wider number. Have some fun with it. There you go. Yeah, okay, well, let's move on. I'm going to show you how to do the other way to write the number 8, and I didn't perfect this until I started hand lettering. I tried and tried and tried to write my 8s this way in school, and I could never make it look right, but finally practiced enough, and now they're not so bad. So these are the downstroke parts of the 8, and then the kind of straighter stroke is the upstroke. So we're going down and still down, and then up. Going to thicken there and thicken there. And let's have a look and see what that looks like when you use a marker. That would be the downstroke and up. And thicken that whole downstroke. Now you can do this in 2 strokes. I did it in just 1, thickening all the way down, but you can also thicken it with the top half with a kind of the right-sided curve and then the left-sided curve, and do it separately if you like. And like I've said, there's lots of different ways. Lots of different ways to do the hand lettering. Let's do it backwards and see, just for fun, how it looks. Oh, whoa. No, I don't really think that's my favorite. I like it the other way better. Now let's do it the other way one more time. There you have it. You're all done on numbers 7 and 8. Now let's hop straight into what you all knew was coming, your bonus doodle of the day. So today we're going to doodle an open book, and there's lots of different ways you can doodle this, but I'm going to show you the way that I first learned to sketch out or doodle a book. So here I'm drawing the spine. You'll notice that the curves of the spine go the same way. And that is, has everything to do with perspective, if you want to get all technical. But beside the spine, you just draw a couple of, those aren't rectangles, they're actually parallelograms. Again, for the purpose of perspective. And I'm just going to shade in this top little, I'm drawing the pages here, shade it in that top little bit. I actually made a little bit of a mistake, and I can just quickly cover that mistake up. And with some shading to give the appearance of the pages of the book. That's it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now we're going to add in the number 5. We'll pretend it's the 5th. At some point, somewhere, someone might watch this on the 5th of some month. And color in those thickened down strokes to give us that hand lettered look, or foligraphy. And then just for fun, we're going to add some teeny tiny little numbers for the year down the spine of the book. Can't hand letter too much. It's just not even possible, I always say. And just for fun, what the heck, let's throw a month on the cover of this little book too. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and this little doodle. If you're loving these videos, please take a minute to subscribe before you leave the channel. Also have a look around on the channel for the little bell symbol, and if you click that, you'll actually get notified every week when I upload the weekly video, so you won't miss anything. And just one final reminder, don't forget to run over to erinwitherspoon.com where you can download your free printable practice sheet for your hand lettering practice so you can follow along with us next week for our final episode of this series where we'll do the numbers 9 and 0 and of course that little surprise bonus doodle. Take care and have a great week.